All right, let's dive right in. If you're a project controls apprentice, you've probably looked at skill S24 in your standard and thought, what on earth does that actually mean? Well, today, we're gonna decode it. We're turning that big, scary block of text into a real-world tool you can actually use.
So, let's meet our hero for today, Jody. She's a super sharp level 6 apprentice over at IB Stores. She's smart, she's driven, but she's just hit a wall. A big challenge in her apprenticeship that she's got to figure out.
And this is it. This is the beast, skill S24. I mean, it sounds so dense, right? It's a total mouthful of jargon, and it can be pretty intimidating. Jody's thinking exactly what you're probably thinking. Okay, how do I even begin to do this? And then how do I prove I've done it for my portfolio?
And that is the million-dollar question, isn't it? How does an apprentice like Jody take this abstract concept and turn it into real actions, get solid evidence for her portfolio, and then walk into her endpoint assessment and nail the answers? Well, it all starts with getting a little bit of help.
First things first, you have to build a solid foundation. So Jody heads over to her mentor, Adam. He's a seasoned project controller at IBIS, and she needs him to help her crack the very first part of S24. What in the world is a progress baseline?
Adam tells her, look, forget the textbook definition for a second. Just think of it like this. A baseline is your project's roadmap. It's the plan everyone agrees to at the very beginning. It tells you exactly where you're going, the path you're going to take, and what it should cost. I mean, without a map, how do you even know if you're lost?
And Adam just boils it down to these three simple questions you see right here. Scope, what are we actually doing? Schedule, when do we need to get it done? And cost, what's the budget? You answer those three, you lock them in, and boom, you have your baseline. It's really that straightforward.
Okay, so Jody gets the baseline now. It's her map. But, a map isn't much good if you can't figure out where you are on it. This is where Adam introduces her to what is basically a project controller superpower, earned value analysis.
And Jody asks the exact question that's probably on your mind right now. Great, I've got a plan, but how do I use this earned value thingamajig to see if I'm actually sticking to it? This, my friends, is where the magic really starts.
Adam starts with piece number 1 of the puzzle, plan value, or PV. Just think of it this way. Based on your plan, how much work should be done by today? It's the value of the work you plan to have finished.
Next up, earn value, or EV. Now this is the most important of the bunch. It doesn't care how much time has passed or how much money you've spent. It asks one simple question. What's the value of the work we have actually finished? This tells you how far you've truly come.
And the last piece is actual cost, or AC. This one's easy. It's literally just how much money has actually left the company's bank account to get this work done. It's the real-world price tag for the progress you've made. And if that's still a bit fuzzy, this road trip analogy makes it all just click. So your plan, your PV, was to drive 200 miles before lunch. Simple. But your reality, your EV, is that you've only actually driven 150 miles. And your spending, your AC, you've already burned through the entire day's gas money. All of a sudden, the data tells a really clear story. You're behind schedule and you're over budget.
So how do we turn all that into simple at-a-glance signals? With 2 key numbers. The Schedule Performance Index, SPI, tells you if you're ahead or behind. The Cost Performance Index, CPI, tells you if you're under or over budget. And the rule couldn't be simpler. If the number is bigger than 1, you're doing great. It's a green light. If it's less than 1, red flag, you've got a problem.
Okay, theory is one thing, but now Jody has to prove she can actually do this. Her manager, Riddle, puts her on the Q4 marketing campaign for IBS Stores. This is it. This is her chance to create some real, solid evidence for her Optim portfolio.
Okay, apprentices, listen up, because this slide is pure gold. This is your checklist. This is what you need to upload to your portfolio to prove you've mastered S24. You need the baseline documents, your earned value reports showing CPI and SPI, any progress reports you sent to people, and, this is the crucial one, proof that you recommended actions to fix problems.
And here it is, a little snapshot from Jody's actual report. The SPI is 0.85. Since that's less than 1, it's screaming, we're behind schedule. But look at the CPI, it's 1.10. That's good news, it means they're under budget. See? She just used data to paint a crystal clear picture of the project's health.
Now this is the part that really matters. Jody doesn't just find the problem and run away. She owns it. She writes a clear, simple memo to her manager, Riddle.
She doesn't just point out the schedule issue, she proposes a specific, smart solution to fix it. This is the moment she goes from just being an apprentice to being a real professional.
So, Jody has been building her skills, she's been gathering her evidence. Now it's time for the final boss battle, the endpoint assessment. She sits down with her apprenticeship coach, Olivia, to get ready for the questions that are coming her way.
Olivia hits her with a classic EPA question. Notice it's not asking for a definition, it's asking for a story about a time she was in the trenches and actually did the work. And because of her awesome work on that Q4 campaign, Jody has the perfect story ready to go.
And here's exactly how she structures her answer, using that amazing STAR method. Situation, here's the context. Task, here's what I was supposed to do. Action, here's the specific thing I did. And result, here's the awesome outcome. This is how you use your evidence to tell a powerful, confident story that will wow the assessors.
So let's just pull the camera back for a second and look at the big picture here. Jody started out with this totally confusing chunk of text from her apprenticeship standard. But along the way, something really incredible started to happen.
She finally realized that S24 isn't just some box you have to tick. It's the absolute heart and soul of being a project controller. It's about being that one person who can look at all the chaos of a project, instantly understand its health, and then steer the ship back on course. She didn't just learn something, she became someone.
So what's the big takeaway for you?
Here's your 4-step game plan. 1. Master that baseline. It's your map. You need it. 2. Learn to use that EVA superpower. 3. Remember, evidence isn't just about finding problems, it's about proving you found solutions. And finally, number 4, practice telling your stories so you can walk into that EPA and just crush it.
You've got the map, you've got the tools, and now you have the plan. So the only real question left is the one you see on the screen. What project are you going to take control of first?